Chief Justice Labarga, President Schifino, President-elect Heiger, President-elect-designate Suskauer, distinguished guests, family and friends. It is an extraordinary privilege to continue serving Florida young lawyers, and I am both humbled and moved by this opportunity. Ceremonies like today, where we gather to both honor those who have faithfully served our profession and where we welcome new leaders ready to face challenges ahead, remind us that every chance we have, every success we achieve is possible because someone in our lives supported us. Someone helped each of us. Someone helped each of you get to where you are today. In this role as president of the Young Lawyers Division, I, along with my governors, pledge to support Florida young lawyers in every way we can, including fellowship, education, and mentorship. I know firsthand how support from a mentor can shape your career. When I graduated Stetson University College of Law, the best advice I received was to find a mentor, not just a job. That's what I did. My mentor, Bob Persante, was found. Bob, along with his wife Linda and daughter Michelle, welcomed me into their firm and their family. Through Bob, I learned how to try a case. I earned an even more profound respect for our profession and countless lessons along the way that made me a better lawyer and made me a better person. Every young lawyer should be so fortunate. When our associate, Darren Stotch, joined our firm, I made it a goal to invest my time in his success to pay it forward. I trust Darren will carry on that tradition, and I hope you will do the same. The support of others also led me to my YLD family. 9 years ago, former YLD President Renee Thompson appointed me to this board and changed my career. Beyond the lifelong friends and memories made, Renee has been a tremendous mentor and role model. And she always knows the answers to my millions of questions. I swear there's a tally sheet somewhere. Maybe next to Melanie's emails. Perhaps the best thing Renee did was appoint Melanie Griffin as my official bar mentor. If you know Melanie, then you know that she is the epitome of kindness and grace, and is quite possibly the most effective person on this planet. And in fact, she planned this entire convention, making it look effortless, like only she can. Melanie has been an incredible friend and mentor who has helped me in so many ways. Renee and Melanie, thank you so much for serving as a mentor and a friend to help me in my career. I must also thank Sean Desmond, Paige Greenlee, Mike Orr, and Gordon Glover for their friendship, support, and encouragement down this path of leadership. Although we know mentorship is critical to young lawyer success, modern practice has made mentorship a challenge, leaving many young lawyers without support. For years, the YLD has worked to fill that gap by creating basic skills courses, how-to videos, and webinars to teach young lawyers the ropes. And recently, Gordon Glover, Paige Gilman, and Jason Lambert created StartMyFloridaLawFirm.com to teach young lawyers how to go solo. And Catherine Hurst Miller and Travis Mydock, in partnership with the Florida Bar, created Lawyers Advising Lawyers to pair experienced lawyers with colleagues in need of practice-specific advice. But who is going to answer the hundreds of little questions that young lawyers have along the way? Who will be their Bob? This year, under the leadership of Santo DeGangi and Andrew Pickett, we will create a legal accelerator website designed to reach and mentor every young lawyer in our state. It will aggregate all of our educational, webinar, video, and resource content in one place that is easily searchable. Thank Google for young lawyers. Plus, we will feature short mentoring videos, creating a virtual hallway of advice. Soon, our young lawyers who do not have a mentor will have a virtual mentor. Beyond education and mentorship, the YLD advocates for inclusion and equality in our profession. We believe that our profession is stronger when we remove implicit barriers and give everyone an equal shot to prove themselves. Equality comes down to respect. As a child, my parents taught me to meet before you judge. Respect everyone, even if not reciprocated. And that person who looks so different from you might just be your new best friend. And that's not just a line. My mom is here today, and she all thinks you're here to be my friend. My parents led by example. My mom was the first female to become an executive in her company, and the only mother of my friends who had what was then a dad job. I saw the adversity that she faced to achieve success. I saw the sacrifices my father had to make in his career to support hers. And I've lived what it's like to have two full-time working, full-time traveling parents. I am thankful for that example, and I'm thankful they are here today. Because with the change in times, my experience is no longer the exception. Many young lawyers are dual-income homes with large student loans. The cost of living is much higher than our parents' generation. Family time is pitted against the billable hour. We're competing in the most competitive market our profession has seen. Young lawyers often feel forced to choose career over starting a family. And when they do have kids, many women lose out on advancement opportunities. Meanwhile, our ever-growing, diverse profession has outgrown the rigid norms of decades past. We know progress must be made, and we are ready to push for it by educating our colleagues on the tangible and the intangible benefits of inclusion. We embrace change, and we celebrate both the successes of our diverse colleagues and our diverse judges. I look forward to Rob Batzel and Crystal Thornton's leadership on the Inclusion and Equality Committee to work toward those goals. As we look ahead, there are many other exciting initiatives that we will deliver to young lawyers. For example, Margaret Good and Travis Santos will expand our basic skills courses. Ben Gibson and Natasha Dorsey will promote quality of life initiatives, including critically important mental health initiatives for lawyers. Shireen Valbram and Jen Thomas will expand our Practicing with Professionalism program, and Paige Gilman and Iris Elijah will refine our incredibly important law student division. Progress, it isn't made overnight. It's the product and result of those who have walked before us. And we've been fortunate this year to serve under the thoughtful leadership of our immediate past president, Catherine Hurst Miller. Catherine has been an inspiration to our board and to me, and we just cannot thank you enough for all of your hard work. And nothing happens without the guidance of our program chair, Tom Miller, who's the most fun person I know, who somehow manages to be able to juggle 100 tasks at a time with a sincere smile on his face. Board of Governors. On behalf of the entire Young Lawyers Division, I want to thank you for making our bar an inclusive place for young lawyers. You are true leaders, and we appreciate the support and the work that you do to bring new lawyers into the fold, to raise successful lawyers in our profession. And we have had such a great fortune this year to have had President Schifino, President-elect Tiger, and President-elect Designate Suskauer at the helm of our bar supporting young lawyers. On behalf of the entire YLD, thank you. YLD colleagues, I want to thank you for everything that you do to help young lawyers. This is not just a title. You sacrifice time away from your practices and your families to help other people. You inspire, you motivate, you truly help people every day. And I am incredibly privileged to know you and to serve with you on this board. And I will work as hard as I can to make everything you want to accomplish occur this year. You guys are the best. Thank you. I must also thank my firm for supporting me this year. This is a big deal for a small little firm like mine from Clearwater. So I want to thank Bob, Darren, Linda, Susie, Susan, and Cindy for allowing me to pursue this dream. Thank you. And finally, I couldn't do anything without my wife, Liz. She is a full-time assistant state attorney who fights for justice every day with a fair mind and a kind heart, along with her fellow state attorneys and public defenders. They do incredibly important work. And on top of that job, she is a great mom to our 2 boys, one of whom is crying right now. She somehow finds the time to cook dinner every night, so we sit around the dinner table to set an example to our children. And she fully supports my inability to say no and accept every opportunity that comes my way, including this one. Liz, you are an inspiration to many, especially and including me. Christian, I am thrilled to work with you this year. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, but I know that with the fine people in this room, we're going to do great. With that, friends, let's remember that it is a great time to be a Florida young lawyer. Together, let's make this a great year. Thank you.
Congratulations, Carter. You're going to do a hell of a job for us.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Good job, baby.